Hello and welcome to this week's Epic Insight, which is all about delegating up. And my name is Lucy Windsor from the Performance Business. So why am I doing an Epic Insight on delegating up when not so long ago I did one on managing up? Well, the two are very different in my view. So let me talk to you about what delegating up means to me. When you're at work and you're given a task either from your manager or from elsewhere and you don't think that you really should be doing it, that is the opportunity to delegate up. So how do you do it? And how do you do it effectively? What tends to happen is that we're given a task that either we're not equipped to do, or we don't have the authority to do it, or we believe we don't have the authority to do it. Possibly it's a task that our capacity is just maxed out and we haven't got the resources or the bandwidth to do it. And perhaps the fourth thing that I can think of is that it's a task that shouldn't be yours to do. In other words, it's someone else's job. So what actually happens? Let's look at what tends to, go through us when this happens. Well, first of all, we get that feeling, don't we, that we've been given something to do and our whole body is just resisting it and saying, I shouldn't be doing it, and I feel uncomfortable and I'm angry and I'm stressed and I feel anxious and I feel resentful. All these sorts of thoughts and feelings, and they're very physical feelings often. If you're a sensitive person like I am, you feel it quite physically. And so all these things go through and you're feeling discomfort and you're also feeling emotionally uncomfortable too. So what can we do about it? There's a three-step process really: objectivity, communicate and discuss. And if I can get this across to you, you're going to change the way your whole team communicates. It's fantastic. So what do I mean by objectivity? When you're getting all those feelings, when you're going, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, what tends to happen in most cases is people respond to those feelings and they try and crack on with the job regardless. So head down, suck it up, do the job, and everything is resisting and going against it, pushing against it. Either they do that or go to the manager and dump the stress and blow up about it. Well, what we don't want to do is either of those things. What we want to do is get some clarity. So when you're feeling those uncomfortable feelings inside you, what you really want to look at is, okay, listen to those feelings and ask them what they're there for. What are they trying to tell you? And they are going to be trying to tell you one of four things. They're going to be telling you, I can't do this because I'm not skilled enough, I can't do this because I haven't got the authority, I can't do it because I haven't got the capacity, or it's just not my job. So those are the four things that I can think of. Pretty much covers everything. Once you've identified what it is that's causing you the distress, you can then go to phase 2, which is talk to your manager. And phase 2 is communicate. And what you need to do is say, look, I've got this situation that's come up and I don't think that I'm skilled to do it. I don't think I've got the authority to do it. I'm really not sure I've got the capacity to do it, or I'm not sure this is my job. Can I come and talk to you about it, please? And perhaps I can ask you to help me. Now, once you've done that, what you've done is, instead of dumping your stress and anxiety and anger and frustration and all those things on your manager, what you've done is you've identified the problem, which is something that your manager can understand, and you've asked for help. So just the whole tone of the conversation is an aligned conversation. And you're helping your manager to help you. So you can set the meeting and have a discussion. So phase 3, you're looking at the meeting and you sit down with your manager and say, okay, this is what I want to talk about. Now, if the situation is that you believe you're not skilled enough to do it, your manager has two options here. Either your manager will know that you are skilled enough, but you're just not aware of that. So they've got the opportunity to coach you through and encourage you and show you that, yes, actually you are skilled, you can do this, and let me help and support you so that you know that too. And then you can go off quite happily and confidently and deliver. The other option is that your manager will realise, actually, no, you haven't got the skill to do it, not yet. So they may have to reassign the task. You delegate it up, give it back to them, and they might reassign it to someone who has got the skills that you need. But that gives you another opportunity. Is this the skill that you need going forward? If it is, then you can talk with your manager about that and find a sort of development plan, however simple it might be, to say, okay, next time this happens, I'll be ready for it. So what if you don't think you've got the authority and you share that with your manager? I just don't think I've got the authority to do this. The manager then has the opportunity to reassure you, support you, and share with you that yes, you absolutely have the authority to do that and make those decisions, and we'll back you as a company. We will back you for making those decisions. Or the manager will say, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is not for you. This is for me or somebody further up the chain. And you can delegate it up and give it back to the manager, and they will deal with it. What if the capacity is a problem? You're completely maxed out. Now, there are going to be times, every job that I know of, there are times where you burn the midnight oil a little bit. There is a project, there's a deadline, there's something. And actually it can be quite exciting to work towards that and to put in the extra hours and to go in early and stay late and all those things. And there's a great camaraderie that comes together from that. But it's not how we can function on an ongoing basis. That's where we get burnout. So what you need to do is, if you haven't got the capacity, something will have to give. Okay? And if this is just an ongoing thing that you keep having, that keeps coming up, you've got the opportunity to say to your manager, look, actually, I haven't got the capacity. Can I show you what I'm working on? And can I look at, reassigning some of this? And tell me, what do you want me to prioritise? That is a really grown-up conversation, and you're helping your manager to help you. About the last thing, what about if you think it's not your job? It's quite often that people will give things to somebody because they know and trust them, and they know that they will deliver, and they will bust a gut and get it done. If you accept work that isn't your job, you are actually part of the problem, because what you're doing is enabling a dysfunction, because something in the process or something in the training or the skills or the relationship, there is something wrong. And in being the person that takes the weight, you're putting additional strain on yourself, but you are adding to what is a dysfunctional relationship or department or organisation or whatever. So don't add to it. Recognise if it isn't your job. Have the courage to say to your manager, I really don't think that this is my job. I think it belongs to blah department or this person or somebody else. Can I give it back to you? Or have I got this wrong? And that way you are enabling a more positive reaction. What you're doing is saying, let's all work effectively. Do you know, we all want to be contributing. We all want to be part of a team and to be respected and to be able to put stuff in and everyone to understand that we've done that. And if you take on someone's work again and again and again, their motivation will be down here and you will be stressed over here and nothing is going to be in balance. So find a way to help your manager to help you and give it back and say, look, I can do this, but I don't think it's for me to do. Can I give this back to you, or have I got it wrong? And the manager can talk you through, and maybe it should be something that you do, and the manager can do that. But please don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Be a part of a functioning, happy and productive team where everybody has their worth and value recognised. So I really hope that this has been a useful, epic insight for you. Have a great week.